50's the name, shiny hunting's my game. Gotta catch 'em all, nothing's ever the same. With my trusty football, I'm always on the spree. No shiny can escape, they all come to me. Shiny after shiny, it's never enough. I'm on a quest, and it can get rough. From Palatown to Johto and beyond, I'm the shiny hunter, the bond is strong. I've caught 'em all, every shiny you can name. Kanto region, Johto region, I've conquered the game. Hefty is the king, the one who never quits. Caught 'em twice, now that's the real deal. No tricks. I've conquered the game. Hefty's the king, the one who never quits. Caught him twice, now that's the real deal. No tricks.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Welcome on in, Dragonic, John Streckert, Fernando rejoining the Poliwag party. Thank you, Fernando. Old Nintendo, someone silly. Good to see you all. Thank you for being here. Ari, hello. I'm sorry I didn't stream yesterday. James the Catboy, good to see you. Sorry I didn't stream yesterday. I finally got around to doing something that I've been putting off for a while. Obtuse, rubber goose, green moose, guava juice, giant snake, birthday cake, large fries, chocolate shake, Spino, what's going on? I finally redid the whole office here. What's going on, Big Cheese Thrifts? Good to see you. JDX, what is up? I spent the entire day yesterday working on this office. I emptied everything out. I mopped. I vacuumed. And then I slowly started bringing things back in. John, I think I don't want to say yes yet. I'm on the fence. I might be streaming tomorrow. I don't know yet. But real quick, let me give you guys a quick tour on what I did. Um, a lot of it right now is kind of like a little bit more minimalistic, but I think it looks better. You finished the Kecleon hunt? Yes, JDX. I think you told me that last week. All right, let me show you guys real quick what we did. All right, so what is that? Okay, there we go. All right, so if we go over here, you'll see still got the still got the Pokemon thing up there that you guys can never see. Up here, we got the Charizard, the Time Magazine, a couple Pokeballs, Poliwhirl, my YouTube Lego thing. We got the Hoot Hoot clock finally up. Then down here, this is like mostly things that people have given me. We got the TV guides, which I got myself. We got the diorama that Dilo sent me. We got the pop of me that Shiny sent me, along with the completing the Shiny Dex plaque he got me. We got some stuff here. Down here we have all my Pokemon games and all my systems. Down here we have all the plushes of the starters and the shinies. Over here, you guys usually don't see this one because my big butt's in the way. I didn't know what to do with this one yet. Right now, I just have like some Lego sets of The Office and Friends. And then, most excitingly, you guys know I'm supposed to be working on some comic book videos now. This is going to be the background when I do the comic book videos. And that right there in the middle, that Spider-Man comic, that's the first comic book I ever bought. So that's it. I guess we can start hunting. Hold on. Let me get you set back up here. Okay. I should stream tomorrow. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I just don't want to promise anything. Prep for Kyogre. I had to take a break from the reset sim. I can imagine. Playing Red Dead 1 and Super Mario Advance, trying to 100% that. Good luck on that. Where did the bodies go? No one knows. Oh, stop it, Fernando. Razzie, good morning. All right, let's get working. Let's get working on this. It's too quiet. Sir McDazzy, what is going on, my friend? Good to see you. All right, let's see if we can finish off this challenge today. Not shiny. You have to work tomorrow. That stinks. But I also got a lot of clutter out of here. You would not believe the amount of boxes I got out of this room. It's insane. I have to take a big trip to the recycling center. Big trip. McDazzy, how is the streaming life treating you? Ari with the 29 months of memberships. Poly swag. I love it. Thank you so much, Ari. Let's get some hype in the chat. And McDazzy, how was your visit? You had a visitor recently, didn't you? Don't know why your boss hates you after 2 12-plus hour shifts and then a day off back to a 12-hour shift. That's crazy. Yeah, McDazzy, I believe you recently hung out with somebody. Getting things set up again for streaming after the visit? Nice. I trust you two had a lot of fun. Maybe they missed you. Probably so. A lot of fun. Nice. Glad to hear it, buddy. But yeah, I'm not quite done. I still have a bunch of stuff on the floor of my bedroom, of stuff that was in here that I still need to go through. I need to go through like boring stuff, like hardware stuff, like all these cables and stuff that I have. And as far as the plushes go, right now they're in the guest room, but I think I'm going to either get like one of those like hanging nets to put them in, or I'm going to get like a wicker basket for the closet and put them in there. I haven't decided yet. Best EV spreads for Quagsire. I am the wrong dude to ask. I want to say that I think he's supposed to have a pretty high special defense. I would imagine probably that and maybe HP, but I don't even know why I answer that because I'm really talking out of my butt right now. I need to get back on the shiny chancing Ralts grind again. It's been a while since you played Ultra Sun. You should do it. Something wicker this way comes. Old Nintendo, I love it. Also, speaking of Old Nintendo, I love it. Uh, I didn't reply yet, Old Nintendo. I've just been swamped the last day and a half. But I did get your DMs, and I'm thinking about using it. I just haven't decided yet. Good morning, Hefty, and a happy holiday weekend from Mackinac Island in Michigan. What's going on at Shiny Cornholio? Good to see you, my friend. No, you don't want me to use it? All right, then I won't use it. I don't know why you got my hopes up then. Hey, Hefty, here's this really cool thing that I won't let you use. Anyone do community day yesterday? I did not. I checked some spawns around my house around like 2:30, just for the funsies. But I already got the Machop line from the first community day, so I didn't really do anything with this one. But how about everybody else? Anybody else have any community day luck? And has anyone got anything good in TCG Pocket? I finally got the regular yellow Oricorio on Friday through a Wonder Pick. You guys saw when I got the full art, but now I got the regular, so now I'm done with the Oricorio base cards. 14 people in the stream, 12 likes. Make sure you give a like. We know Hassan did. Yes, we do know that Hassan did. Thank you so much, Shiny Cornholio. You haven't had any community luck? I know. Actually, I didn't know that, but I'm sorry. I haven't done this in like a week. I forget like how conversations are supposed to go. I got 2 full art Giratinas, a few shinies in TCG Pocket. Nice. I haven't gotten any shinies in a while. In fact, I think the only shinies I've gotten from the new set have been when I'm hanging out with you. So I need that stream luck today. And I know it's going to be a tall ask. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be rough. But I would like to finally hit 2100 on today's stream. I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if we can get 8 new subs today. I don't know. All I know is that I can't do it. All I can do is try and provide content that you guys think is worthy of getting a sub. So I'd like to hit 2100 finally. The closest we've ever gotten is 2099. And that was like 3 weeks ago. Never played Pogo or Pocket. What are your thoughts? They're both fun, like time waster Pokemon games. I don't play either one hardcore. I very rarely put any money into them. Maybe just like for special events, things like that. But it's a nice way to like scratch that Pokemon itch as you're just going about your day. Yeah, tall order to ask. Ask. Gotta get that K in there. You're absolutely right. Tempted to do a community day, but Resin Canes made a call for Raisin Canes. Nice. I don't know why I read those Resin. Your display cases came in the mail from Miguel and Pyramid Head. Nice. You better be sending me pictures. Here's a cream for that itch. I might need it. I'm very excited to get this Aerodactyl hopefully today, because that means that the next stream we do will be the start of the Ultra Sun Nuzlocke. If we do happen to get the Aerodactyl early today, we'll probably just do some SOS hunts for like Poliwhirl or something. You're in such a dang mess. They're just sitting on the floor. Dude, you should... My house is destroyed right now. With everything I did yesterday, I feel ya. I got stuff all over the floor in my bedroom, in the guest bedroom, in the living room. Loops, what's going on? Good to see you. And Dragonic, thank you for the like goal. It's nice, like, finally have room. Like, everything's just, like, so clear now. Like, I actually have room on the desk in front of me to have both controllers, like, on the desk. Your desk is a hot mess, but I inspired you. You may do something. You don't know what, but something. As long as I can inspire somebody to do something. You got one shiny Machop yesterday. Did you need it, or was it for funsies? Because I know, Dragonic, you've been playing Pokemon Go a long time. I don't know if maybe you already did the original community day. Doing good. Very stressed about today's Newcastle game because it's a must-win, but you have faith. Oh, it's going to happen. It's totally going to happen. And that sub count just went to 2093. If that was you that just subbed, please let me know so I can say thank you. Getting us one closer to our sub goal of the day. Marty McFly, big fan, buddy. Marty, thank you so much for the sub. We're now just 7 subs away from 2100. Guys, Marty McFly just subscribed to me. I'm putting that on my resume. For funsies, you got 4 of them on December Community Day Rewind. Okay, gotcha. You're a little jelly. I figured you would be, old Nintendo dude. Everyone should be. Goat of time travel. Yes, indeed. If you're late, or rewind for the intro song. What's going on, Squirrelbo? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And Lobo Gaming, you absolute legend. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, for anybody coming in just now, Again, I apologize for not streaming yesterday. I had this itch that I had to scratch, and it wasn't where old Nintendo thinks it was. I had to get my office reorganized. I tore down everything. I literally took everything out of the room, mopped, vacuumed, and then piece by piece started bringing things back in to redo the office. I know it probably doesn't look all that different right now, uh, but I redid the stuff behind me to make it a little less cluttered, which means I had to sacrifice some things, and I got a new setup set up over here for when I do my comic book videos. And I took out like 10 boxes of just like computer boxes and microphone boxes and switch boxes and microphone boom stand boxes and HDMI cable boxes. Why did I keep a box that an HDMI cable came in? I have no idea. The foggy weather Aerodactyl check is messing with you. Is it foggy? I had a fever and the only prescription was reorganizing the office. Exactly. What if today's the day of the shine? That'd be crazy. It does look foggy. I don't think it actually is foggy. I think it's rainy, but I don't. You're right, Ari. I don't like the. I don't like the lighting on that. It looks like there's something wrong with the capture card. Let's just change this back one day. Blue Abudi Obadai. I used to dance that song. Should have done a hefty reorganize this office stream. Oh, that would have been boring because I'm a lazy person. So it was like 4 hours of work done over like 16 hours. You got a shiny Staryu in TCG Pocket. Lucky. Congratulations. Oh, look, that's raining too. Just like in real life. It's just raining every single day. You're shocked watching season 2 Justified as Chadwick Boseman. I don't remember Chadwick being in an episode. I know that Jeremy Davies was in it and Margot Martindale, whom I love. Hold on, let's change the day again. I say that, but there's actually no clouds in the sky today. It's actually really nice out, sky-wise, but it's cold. I think we have a high of like 61. All right, let's try this one. Chadwick Boseman. It's been years since I watched season 2. I gotta go back and watch it. I knew, Scrubbo, I knew I was going to love that season. I think it was the first episode, might have been the second episode, where Margot Martindale says it was in the glass. That's what I love. I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be a great season. And her delivery, oh. No clouds allowed in the sky. That's right. German Aviator, what's going on? Good to see you. And here I am spending the nice day with you. I mean, what better way to spend a day? It's the episode where Clinton is trying to say, give his son a Furby. Chadwick was the guy who's car yourself. Interesting. Okay, I kind of remember that. No clouds allowed in the sky. Butterflies in the sky. I can fly twice as high. No one? No one? No one got that? Okay. Gina, what's going on? Good to see you. Let's get this today. I hope so, Gina. How you doing? How's your weekend? You have a 3-day weekend, don't you? If people have off tomorrow in the United States for Memorial Day, does anyone have any plans? I didn't get your song reference either. No, I didn't. So I guess that means we're even? But Razzie, I bet you if I sang the next lyric, you would know it. Dragonic got it. 5-day weekend, that's insane. Absolutely cuckoo bananas. Butterflies in the sky, I can fly twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Yard work, sleep, Minecraft sounds like a good day. Old Nintendo, dude, I like woke up on the couch last night late and crawled into bed late and threw the TV on to put something on as I was falling asleep. And you were streaming. How late do you stream? Going to see Lilo and Stitch tomorrow, maybe? Nice. Who would have thought Aerodactyl would be the final mon? Not me. Amber with the 29 months of membership. Oak said thank you. Well, you're very welcome, Oak. Happy birthday to Oak. 6310 on Reggie Rock. Oh my goodness gracious, Dragonic. Why is it being so mean to you? Yeah, let's get some hype in the chat for that member flex. It was late for you. You're testing new game. Usually start at 6:30 p.m. Okay, gotcha. You don't know? I don't know either. You deserve better. Yes, happy birthday to Oak. Yes, Miles, what you should have for breakfast? And he said rotten eggs. What a little bum. Tell Miles I said he's being a little bum. And that sub count went up again to 2094. I don't know when it happened. I didn't notice. I'm too focused on the chat and the Aerodactyl, which is not what I mean. That's not good. I should be looking at the sub count. If you just subbed, please let me know so I can say thank you. One closer to our sub goal of 2100 today. I don't know if we can hit it. I think we're asking for the moon here, but maybe we can get the moon. Call me Buzz Aldrin. Maybe he's thinking of green eggs and ham. Could be. Rotten eggs and cheese. That was the working title. Landon, what's going on? It has been a while. Good to see you. Come on now. OND streams have the airy stamp of approval. Ooh, that is good. That's like the best thing you can have. I don't know. I was gonna say something more profound, but that's just like the best thing you can have is the airy stamp of approval. Mewtwo, what's going on, bud? Everyone is here. Everyone's here because you're here, Gina. Or maybe you're here because everyone's here. I don't know. But we're here now. So we should just enjoy the time we have together. It's like the Nintendo seal of equality back in the 80s. It really is. I wonder if that seal's still alive. You're hunting Kartana right now. Well, good luck on that. I like that shiny. It's a little subtle, but I like it. We are here, meow. We sure are. You guys hear me, like, obsessively hitting the A button? Let me know. I hope you can't hear it, but... Haha, Razzie, good one. Thank you, Razzie. I thought you'd like that one. Can you hear that? Can you hear the A button? You prefer the sound of the Y button? Y does have a better pitch. Seriously, though, can you guys hear it? Let me know if you can hear it. Oh, okay, Ari, thank you. You can't? Okay, good. Mike's too good. Noise canceling. I'm impressed, honestly. You know, thank goodness I took Razzie's advice on getting this microphone because this is loud as heck, and I'm very happy you can't hear it. You don't know because you're messing your A button? Fair. I wonder if I do it up here if you'd hear it. Did you hear that? Gonzalo, what is up? Hope I said that right. Razzie is the best, most knowledgeable. He's up there. Now you're messing with it. But like that wasn't even like half as loud as it is on the desk. Gate's good. If I had a nickel every time I've been told that my gate is good, I'd have a nickel. Yay, nickels. What's everyone's favorite coin? I'm gonna bust out the hard-hitting questions today. You eat it half a Cuban sandwich for brekkie, other half for lunchy? Nice. The quarterback, that's your favorite coin? Razzie, for lunch, I might eat it a half Euro wrap. I got a wrap yesterday, a Euro wrap, and I didn't finish it. Half dollar or the dollar coin, those are good ones. The Raz coin's a good one. You know what my least favorite coin is? President coin. With Sacagawea. And I believe that's correct spelling. Good job, Razzie. You just hate carrying coins? Me too. I just have like piles of coins around the house because I'm too lazy to put them in the coin jar. But I won't carry them in my pocket. Sacagawea is your favorite? You used to collect coins? Nice. I had a collection of the 50 state quarters, but I don't know what happened to it. Evangeline, A Tale of Acadia, Part the First, Third, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. That's your favorite coin? I'm not familiar with it. Oh, poem. You thought I said poem. Oh, you thought I said poem. Poem. If you ever visit Japan, you're going to have so much coins, they still use physical money heavy over there. But see, that would be neat because it would be different coins. It would be new coins. You have the 50 state quarters on a cardboard map. That's so awesome, Razzie. You have a Whimsy coin from like a decade ago. You don't know if that's in America. I'm not familiar with that one. Miles, you start a peaceful survival world near a Buckbeak world. You spawn into an abandoned village that was near a cherry blossom forest, and the villager had another portal thing. And the village had an emerald in there. Nice. I like emeralds. Anywhere in the world carrying coins is tedious. Yeah, but it's a little bit less tedious when it's newer, different coins. A bison penny from 1905. I didn't even know bison like knew how to use money. And the dime. You'd say the dime? Nice. Amber, do you have a bag to put those dimes in? Oh my gosh, the sub count went up again. How am I not noticing this? Thank you so much to whoever just subbed. When I say just subbed, I mean probably like anytime in the last 10 minutes. If that was you, please let me know so I can say thank you. Watch out now. Miles gonna be the next Minecraft YouTuber take over the world. He certainly will. And oh my gosh, the sub count just jumped up by 2 more. 2097. Thank you so much. We might actually hit our sub goal for the day. Your mom used to have a huge plastic Coke bottle filled with coins? That's sweet. Unless you accidentally drink it. Flattened coins you get from the railroad tracks down the road? How about those old-timey machines, like where you put in a penny and you put in like 50 cents and it flattens the penny and puts like a new picture on it? And as a kid, you're like, this is really cool. And then you're like, wait, I just lost 50 cents. Landon, this is the last shiny mega that I need, indeed. Trollface, what's going on? Good to see you. Bison 10 eel quarter. Your grandma and you collected those. I've never heard of that one. Penny machines are so silly. I mean, it's such a scam. 51 cents. You needed 2 quarters of 1 penny. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess you lost the 1 cent too because it's no longer legal tender. So like you paid 51 cents to lose a cent. You paid 51 cents to make a penny no longer legal tender. You have a new fastest hunt now? What is it, Landon? They're $1 one now at Six Flags? Ah, you know what? Inflation's getting everything. Can you print 3D money? You can. Nothing's stopping you. What the consequences will be, I can't tell you. Reshiram at 34 checks. Holy smokes. What is it with Reshiram? It seems like everybody gets Reshiram early in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Or I guess Ultra Moon? I think it's the Ultra Moon exclusive. Recently heard the penny will be phased out. They've been saying that for years. I'm not saying I'm for it or against it, but I'm just ready for them to, like, just make a decision. Are we getting rid of the penny or not? Sometimes you check coins for manufacturer dates and print errors. Have you found any good ones? Zapdos is now your third fastest hunt because you got Celesteela in 49. That's crazy. You're having amazing luck. It's finally happening. This is the last mint event? Really? So 2025 is going to be the last penny. Should I get a bag to put my dimes in? Wasn't prepared for that question. I mean, if dimes are your favorite, then I think you should have a bag for dimes. Just go to the local store and ask for a bag for dimes. Just walk up to somebody and say, "Hey, do you have a bag for dimes?" Or you can say like, "Hey, yo, can I buy a bag for dimes off of you?" You get rid of all the coins, but then what would I use on washing machines and gumball machines? Inflation is inflationing. Too much money in helium. Yep, that's how inflation works, is they just tie dollar bills to a helium balloon. Need Palkia and Regice left in Ultra Moon, then you're done with the Ultra Moon until you get the exclusives to hunt the others. That's pretty sweet. Meg's probably tired of those pranks that paid a huge number of cash and pennies. True. Gina, please, that is so inappropriate for a Sunday morning Pokemon stream. You get your nastiness out of here. Yeah, I tap to pay pretty much all the time too. I think like last week I bought something with cash, and that was the first time in probably a couple months. Guards sees her. I just can't believe Gina's in here just causing all sorts of ruckus on a nice, relaxing Sunday morning. The Lord's Day. Amen. If Kartana shines before Palkia, Buzzwole is next, and if Palkia shines before Kartana, Nihilego is next. You need 3 Nihilegos. What do you need 3 Nihilegos for? Just Jim imitating Dwight. Michael? Dwight. Oh, that's real funny. Michael? That was a good episode. That's probably one of my favorite cold opens. Not my favorite, but one of my favorites. They knocked it out of the park with the post Super Bowl cold open of Stress Relief. I don't think anything will ever be a funnier cold open than that. Identity theft is not a joke. What's going on, Brick Wall Keeper? How you enjoying your weekend? What if 50 Cent changed his name and before that he was 50 Penny? That would be pretty wild. And so far, yeah, I'm having a good time. I spent most of yesterday just completely reorganizing the office here, and took a nap, watched some television, ate some food. That was about it. I thought you'd create a funny SpongeBob jellyfish line with SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward. Sounds like a nice Saturday. It was. Time to go through TSA. Bye, everyone. Fly safe, Gina. You better DM me when you land so I know that you got there safely. Yeah, don't fly through Newark, ever. Don't even drive through Newark. Don't even think about Newark. How was your Saturday, Brick? And TCG Pocket got the full art Alola Marowak card. Sweet. I love that card. Still trying to shake this cold. Little guy is the only healthy one in the house. Wow. How often does that happen? You keep finding enchanted books. Like books about like enchanted or books that like have magical powers. Least favorite flavor of jelly bean? Gotta be licorice. I mean, I know it's kind of a basic answer, but licorice is yucky. Books with magic, that's sweet. You don't even know how to use them? Very carefully. Your traumatic experience with Newark gained a silver lining after the fact that you knew you were in the same state as the Razzie. Oh yeah, someone silly. Dice Art Universe has been playing a lot of Minecraft lately. And if you go check out their channel, you might even be able to watch a Minecraft stream. Unbroken Bit, what's going on? Good to see you. Jelly bean, licorice jelly bean are the worst. I cannot even try to do a John Ralphio, so I'm not even gonna try. You're like 0.1% American. Hassan, hello. What's going on, man? You are all done with school now, aren't you? You love black licorice? Ari, I will send all my licorice jelly beans to you so that you can enjoy them. And you're tired of hiding. No need to hide. This is a safe space. This is a safe place for you. If you like black licorice, I'm very happy you enjoy it. I do not, but I think that's okay because then I can give you all my black licorice jelly beans and you can give me all of your something else. I didn't do a Minecraft stream, someone silly, but Dice Art Universe has done a lot of Minecraft streams lately. All your friends have some sort of imperfection, but that makes them unique. Yeah, exactly. It's like that line from Goodwill Hunting when Robin Williams says, like, you know, people may call them imperfections, but that was the good stuff. And he says, "I'm Robin Williams." Someone you don't know, well, you should. Dice Art Universe is an incredible channel. How you like them apples? That's right. Lucas Star, what's going on? Good to see you. We talk about how we're still looking for the stupid pink bird. I'm ready to end this, Brick. I'm ready for this to be done. Airy Full Metal Alchemist. That's what I just read. Cannot wait for graduation. Getting 2 chords as well. Nice. I mean, I'm not surprised, Hassan. You are a smart guy. This is the last one. If this shines, we are done with this challenge unless between now and November they release some new trailer or some video showing off more returning Pokemon that have new Mega Evolutions, which could happen. But until that happens, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be moving on to our Ultra Sun Nuzlocke. John, it will not be shiny only. It will not be shiny only. I'm not that crazy. However, after the Ultra Sun Nuzlocke, we will be doing a shiny badge quest in either Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire. I haven't decided which one yet. You might hunt Moltres again? Do it. Holy potatoes, guys, you are slacking on, never mind, you're not. I misread that. I thought it said 33 likes. It says 23 likes. I can't stay longer. Duncan's here. Gotta go eat your bagel. Take care, everyone. Brick, have a great day, buddy. Tell the family I said hello. No, no shiny Nuz. Kronos, what's going on? Welcome in. I think Oris has one of, if not the best OST in Pokemon. That'll be another reason why it'll be a fun thing to watch. Am I going for a day one shiny when Z8 comes out? I mean, it would be nice, but I'm not holding my breath. I'm not holding my breath. I mean, typically with first playthroughs on games, like I'll play through with the idea that, you know, after I beat the game, I'll start focusing on shinies. But I certainly would not turn down a shiny if it showed up during my playthrough. I think I ended up getting 4 shinies, 4 playthrough shinies when I was playing Scarlet and Violet. It was Flamigo, Finizen, Quillfish, and I don't know, probably a Hoppip. Mrs. Cheese brought you home a French toast bagel with blueberry schmear. That sounds good. Best Pokemon is Volcarona. I think Volcarona is pretty awesome. That's a cool Pokemon. I don't like how high Larvesta has, like how long it takes to evolve Larvesta. I wish it evolved at a lower level. But it's good. It was delish. It sounds delish. You like bug fire type? Do you like Sizzlipede and Centiskorch? I like those guys a lot too. Just hit 21,000 counters for Hoot Hoot and Platinum and Turn to Force. Oh my gosh, John. 21,000. How quick are the encounters though? Like, I assume those are probably pretty fast. Like, I'm not trying to minimize the 21,000, but I'm guessing you probably can get 2 or 3 encounters a minute. So encounter-wise, at least it's not a bad hunt. First shiny Violet was a Doug Trio when going down to Area 0 for the first time. Fast forward a few months on your Scarlet playthrough. First shiny was a Dunsparce on the way down to Area 0. Something about that area. Almost identical spots. You found a shiny nest. You should make a video about the shiny nest, Razzie. Just use vague terms like you have an increased chance of finding a shiny here, or it's possible that you may get a shiny in this area. And it was 3 segment? No way. I'm jealous. I had to do 237 Dunsparce to get my 3 seggy. And you just straight up got one. Your episode was off stream? Okay, alright, that's fair. I understand that pain. That is unfortunate. Call it shiny Didactyl rhymes with Grug. So this is funny. So last weekend, so many people popped into the chat and were doing this rhymes with Grug thing. And then during the week, I was in other streams and I saw other people doing this rhymes with Grug thing. And I was like, why the heck is all of a sudden people doing rhymes with Grug from the Croods? And then on Friday, I was looking for something to watch. And I saw on Netflix just added the Croods. And I said, ah, that makes sense. Now I understand why. That's why this is all happening, because Netflix just added Croods. Brett rhymes with Greg. That's how words work. All right, come on, shiny. Thank you for the lurk, someone silly. Eminem can rhyme anything with orange. He can. He's very talented. Landon, I hope I do too. Thank you very much. Okay, now we need a new like goal. Can we get a like goal of 35, please? And thank you all so much for the likes. Do I have the charm both games? I do. However, in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, the charm does not affect gift Pokemon. Gift Pokemon include things like the starters, Poipole, Type Null, this Aerodactyl, anything that you um, anything that you what's the word when you do the not revitalize, revive. Anything you revive from the Fossil Master, those are all considered gift Pokemon and are all full 1 in 4096 odds. John, thank you for the like goal. So the top one is the odds on the top one are 1 in 4096. The odds on the bottom one are 1 in 1365. Giving us a blended rate of what I believe should be based off of encounter rate. No, that still doesn't make sense. 819 has been thrown around, and 2730 has been thrown around, I think. You have the Charm and Ultra Moon? Very nice. Honestly, I don't know what the blended odds are for this hunt. But I feel like, especially because the first 900 we did at 140.96, I don't think we're at odds yet. It doesn't feel like we're at odds. You're 170 away from the Charm and Ultra Sun. Do you have bank? Certainly save some time if you transferred some stuff from Ultra Moon into Ultra Sun. You just borrow your brother's DS. Gotcha. So you're just trading in between games. I gotcha. Yeah, that can take some time. Just 3 more. What? Oh, on the subs. Yes, we were just 3 subs away from our sub goal of 2100. Got to 230 mods in 2 days. That's pretty good. How was Machop Community Day? I didn't really participate. I was doing some stuff at the house, so I checked some things around my house, but that was about it. But I wasn't really looking for it, Mewtwo. I did the Machop Community Day back when it first happened, so I didn't need it. It would have been nice to get an extra one just for funsies, see if like maybe it was a better stats than one of the ones I had. But nah, I wasn't actively playing. How about you? I'm checking right now, Cheese. Open up Discord. How the heck did you get that cheese? How? How did you get 4 out of 5 holes in one? You got one shiny only, but your special research gave you shiny Machoke. Very cool. Watching Final Destination tonight. Local theater has it. Oh, good, good, good. I'm probably going to wait until it comes out on streaming. But I am looking forward to seeing it. Final Destination is one of those franchises that I really enjoy, but kind of like as a guilty pleasure. They're so much fun to watch. I can't say any of them have been good movies, but they're so much fun. So I'm really looking forward to seeing another one. Weird Memes at YouTube, good morning to you. Welcome in. And I don't mean like they're not good as in like they're bad. I just mean like, you know, I know, you know what I'm trying to say? They're not, especially like the later in the franchise you get, particularly like 3 and 4, like they said, we don't need characterization. Let's just have their characterization be how they die. But they're just so much fun to watch. I've watched them so many times. Almost done with shiny hunting today. Well, stream wise, we got about 2 hours left, a little more than 2 hours left at the minimum. As far as what shinies I need, this is the last shiny I need for the current challenge I'm doing, where I'm trying to get all the shiny Pokemon that have Mega Evolutions before Legends ZA comes out. So challenge just about done. Today's stream still in the at first third easily. Cushmaster, what's going on? Oh man, I wish I knew how to pronounce that name. If I knew how to pronounce that name correctly, I would totally give a shout out. But I don't want to butcher the name. Bat got some leftover pizza. What kind of pizza? Luck. You did get luck. What's up, Mr. Nugget? Hefty mastering left today. That's right. Homemade pepperoni and cheese? That sounds delicious. Can I shout out your friend Hefty517? I can, but I don't know if he's watching. Oh my goodness gracious, that sub count did just go from 2097 to 2098. Love to see it. Only 2 subs away from our sub goal of the day of 2100. Thank you so much. Was that you, Mr. Nugget? And weird memes as well. 2099. There you go, Ari. We got back up to 2099 again. It's Ari's favorite number. And just 1 sub away from hitting our sub goal of 2100. And then probably about 5 subs away from locking in 2100. If you know, you know. I will celebrate at 2105. A realist. Oh yeah, yeah. I've been burned too many times. Sub until 3K. Could you imagine? Could you imagine getting 907 subs in one stream? That'd be wild. You may say Iron Man's better than Batman and lose like 100 subs. Oh, yeah, I won't say that. Come on, shiny. In probably about half an hour, we're going to open up some Pokemon packs. We're going to open up 5 packs today. Sir Ralph, what's going on? Good to see you. How's your weekend going? And then we'll play Guess the Plush and Guess the Marvel Superhero. Everyone's favorite game. Got sub on your second phone but just died. Ah, that's okay. That's all right. I prefer to have different people sub instead of having alternate account sub. Because if you sub on alternate accounts, there's a good chance that YouTube will realize it's an alternate account, and then later in the day or tomorrow, they'll strip that sub out, and then I'll be sad. But I appreciate the thought. It's a great thought, but yeah, typically alts will get removed from the sub count. Lego Batman movie. What's the password? Iron Man sucks. That's hilarious. No, I like both of them. I like Batman and Iron Man. I think they're quite different. The guy, what's up? Good to see you. Welcome in. Still hunting? Yeah, still hunting, but I didn't stream yesterday, so I'm feeling pretty refreshed. Imagine we got it right now. I am. I'm imagining that at this very moment. I'd be so happy. Because if we get this Aerodactyl early enough in the stream, then we'll do some SOS hunts afterwards. Oh yeah, old Nintendo dude. I absolutely remember that. I've been looking to track down that series. I used to have it, but back like maybe a year after I got out of college, maybe 2 years after I got out of college, I sold off a lot of my comics, most of which I've reclaimed over the years. But that's one series that I haven't reclaimed yet is the DC versus Marvel series, and then all the one shots that came afterwards. I'd like to get those again. That was really cool. Half of the DC versus Marvel series was published by Marvel. The other half was published by DC. Uh, they had big bout fights, and the fans determined the outcomes. The fans wrote in or called in to determine who they think or who they thought would win, and then the winner of that ended up winning in the comics. It was pretty awesome. Bet you're the only one that doesn't know this game. Would you like to? The top one is Pokemon Ultra Sun from Gen 7, came out in 2017. The bottom one is Pokemon Shield for the Switch. Gen 8 came out in 2019. Welcome back, Ari. Would I like an invite to Machamp today? No, that's okay, Dorian. I appreciate you asking, but I don't really care too much about the Dynamaxes. I hope you're doing well, though. Hope you're having a great weekend. Cup of coffee and a hefty, just how I like to start your weekend mornings. What's going on, Bill's PC? Good to see you. Bill, I'm gonna be sending a package to your brother-in-law this week that I think he's gonna be pretty excited about. 8 years old, yeah, this fall. Hold on, I want to show Bill something I'm gonna send. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I'm sending this bill to your brother-in-law, and I'm holding it with my bare hands just for the rage bait. see. Focus. Come on, focus. Why won't you focus? $2,000. Lick it, that'll really get them? Nah, I won't do that. Yeah, when I was cleaning up yesterday, when I tore the whole office apart and reorganized it, I realized like why. I mean, I guess I know why. I know why I have Pokemon cards, but I don't like actively collect them, and I'm the type of person that if I have part of a collection, eventually I'm going to want to try and complete the collection. So I'd rather just get rid of everything. You know what I mean? I'd rather have nothing instead of some. So I contacted Nick. Yeah, that Pichu, but Japanese, not first edition. That's pretty sweet, though. I don't have any Japanese cards. Hendrix, what's going on? Good to see you. Just wait until he breaks in the stream and thunderbolts me. Could you imagine? Melissa, hello. Good to see you. There we go. 2,100 on the sub count. Thank you all so much. My goodness gracious. Now, can we get to 2,105? 2,105 is where I'm going to breathe again. Do I know how to solve a Rubik's Cube? I do. I do know how to solve a Rubik's Cube 100% without fail. And that is to take the cubes apart, put it back together. Let's try to pop and bottles vanilla cold brew coffee. Yikes. I'm taking it from the yikes. That's not good. Thank you, Slowpoke. And also, good morning. I'm sorry I missed your hi. I ran out of the room to get that card. I missed your hi. Hope you're doing well, Slowpoke.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Hendrix, thank you for the sub. It was really not good. I can't imagine it would be. 2,100 is cool. It is. You know what's cooler, though? 2,105. Do I play Overwatch? I have played it a couple times back in the day. It's a pretty cool game. I like the characters, but I'm not really a fan of MOBAs. It's just not my style of game. I got nothing against Overwatch. I think it's pretty awesome. Like I said, I love the character designs. It's just not a type of game that I really enjoy. I'm doing well, Slowpoke. Hair reveal at 2,100? No, definitely not today. I have been a bum since my mom left, and I desperately need to shave my head. I mean, you can tell, like, I need to shave down here, too. And yes, I just admitted, if you're paying attention, embarrassingly, that this is a week and a half. Yeah, I don't really like flavored coffees. I'm okay with like putting a flavored creamer into coffee, but I don't like the coffee itself to be flavored. It's something. It is something. 2,300 was right when we got the sub notification? No way. The timing. That's wild. Probably tripping, but looks shiny. Hold on. Ari, top screen or bottom screen? Donut shop type of guy, but if you really want to treat banana foster coffee, I've never tried that, but yeah, I'm a donut shop type of guy too. Either donut shop or breakfast blend. Oh, top? Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Good news, Ari, it was not. You're getting donuts right now. Will you get me some? Fernando, please. Please and thank you. Just want to make sure. No, I appreciate you bringing it up. I don't want anyone to ever not say something when they think it's shiny. Now that's different from just like trolling me and saying everything is shiny, but if you genuinely think that something was shiny, please let me know. Moosin with the 6 months of membership. Thank you so much, Moosin. Let's get some hype in the chat for that member flex. Wait, is it Fernando's birthday? S'mores campfire, cinnamon toast crunch donuts coming right up. That sounds delicious. Fernando, happy birthday! Have been during subscription thanking, so you thought it might have been possible to miss it. No, that's a good call. I probably did miss it. I probably didn't even look at it because of that. I looked at that one though. Can we get an exclamation point B-Day Fernando, please? Ali, what's up? Welcome back. Thank you, Ari. On this day, the universe said, I choose you, and we're forever grateful. Happy birthday, Fernando. So hard to rewind to check. Thankfully, it's a lot easier in studio. Fernando, I'm sorry I didn't realize it was your birthday, but I swore you just had a birthday last year. You're playing Shield right now? No way. In fact, you know what, Ali? I'm specifically playing Shield. I'm not even playing Sword. I'm playing Shield. We're both playing Shield right now. Is Fernando the last of the May birthdays? I know there's like 50. Anybody else have a birthday between now and May 31st? Twilight. That's right. Twilight's birthday is coming up real quick. Sure, your birthday was last year too. Can't believe it's happening again. What the heck? I know. It's crazy. Not you, Landon. Me either. No, thank you, Fernando. It's always an absolute pleasure to see you. What a good dude you are. You're like 4 people whose birthday's on the 11th. That's too many. You need to expand your friend circle. Can you imagine having 4 friends with the same birthday? Like, how do birthday parties work? Here's the 1st of October. I know someone else whose birthday is the 1st of October. Sometimes B-Day do have a way of sneaking up on you. Certainly does. Birthday parties work when you twerk. Words of wisdom from Sir Fernando the Fondue King. Your birthday isn't the 1st of October. Me either, Slowpoke. You had a birthday early May. See, another May birthday. Ali, do you have the Nintendo Switch Online account? Because I remember a while back, we tried to trade you some Pokemon, but you weren't able to get online. You just found a Tuxedo Cat in your off-stream survival world. You were able to tame him on Oak's birthday. It was meant to be. Your birthday isn't July 22nd either. How about that, Mewtwo? Your fiance's birthday is July 22nd. That's a good day to have a birthday, Sir Ralph. Your fiance must be pretty awesome. You know what's wild about me? I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot that's wild about me. But I was born on the last day under the zodiacal sign Cancer during the last year of the generation known as Generation X. The 213, are we representing an area code? You don't have it, but you asked your dad, so he doesn't trust like those websites. Well, I mean, it's not a website. It's a subscription account through Nintendo. But yeah, unfortunately, if you don't have Nintendo Switch Online, no one's going to be able to trade you anything unless it's local. Like if you're like physically right next to a person, you can trade with somebody. But like, I'm not going to be able to trade with you if you don't have a Nintendo Switch Online account. I missed it, but I'm going to side with Ari and say that Razzie is hilarious. And Amber. It was an old joke. Nothing wrong with old. Birthday isn't on February 31st. All right, I can cross that one off the list. Palkia is at 1200 checks. Cortana's at 843. Nice. Still under odds on both of them. Do I like dessert coffee? I mean, I like coffee with my dessert, but no, I guess. I don't know. What would be considered dessert coffee? Give me a for instance, Ari. Yeah, exactly, Ali. Like if you're like, both hanging out in the same room or something, you can trade without the online. But if unless you're doing that, you gotta use the Nintendo Switch Online. All zhushed up, creamer, sugar, whipped cream, the whole nine. That's. I mean, I don't think I've ever actively requested that, but I could, yeah, I would do that as long as it's regular coffee. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm not trying to say one's better than the other. I'm just talking about my personal preferences and my experiences. I'm fine with putting flavors in coffee. I'm not okay with flavored coffee. So, like, For example, I will drink coffee with hazelnut creamer, but I won't drink hazelnut coffee. I guess I like to be able to control how much flavoring I put into the coffee. Exactly, Ari, exactly. Hazelnut coffee is good though. Hazelnut creamer coffee is good for me. Do I ever drink instant coffee? I'm sure I have, but it's been a long time. Um, Landon, I think you're gonna get it under 1365. I've been rocking the Keurig, for years now. I'm sure like when I go out to like diners and stuff, it wouldn't surprise me if there's been occasions where I've had instant coffee. I don't really have anything like for or against it. It's just not how I typically buy my coffee. About half the time you drink instant coffee because you don't know how to work the coffee machine. Well, and the instant coffee is quicker to make too, right? Even if you did know how to work the coffee machine, it would probably take longer to brew the pot of coffee than it would be to make your instant coffee cup. And I don't know if you're like me, but when I wake up in the morning and I want that coffee, I ain't willing to spend 10 minutes waiting. I want it now. Think I'll get the Aerodactyl under 4K? I hope so. Only like 5 minutes longer. You have a time machine that makes like 4 measure cups, but about 2 mugs. That's kind of cute. I like that. That's why I ended up going with a Keurig machine several years ago. Well, I used to have just like a regular like coffee pot, but it's just me. So like what would happen is I'd wake up in the morning, make a pot of coffee. I'd pour myself 1 cup of coffee that I'd have before I go to work. And I'd come home in the evening and I'd pour out the rest of the pot. And I was like, I'm wasting so much coffee. So I just figured going with a Keurig just like made more sense. And I buy those in bulk. I'll get like the, 100 pod boxes. They'll last me a couple months. Don't know about reliable K-cup availability there. Yeah, that's important. Another thing you could do, but also it would depend on if it's available to you or not, Ari, is they make filters, like regular coffee filters for K-cup. It's the size of a K-cup, obviously, but it's just like a wire mesh filter. And you would put that in the Keurig and then just dump the coffee grinds into it. So it's like making regular coffee, but yeah, you just put regular grounds into it, exactly. Someone silly, you're gonna go check. Goodbye. Have to goodbye, everyone. Good luck on your shiny hunting. Good rest of your day, everyone. You too, someone silly. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I think I even have one of them. I'll see if I can go grab it. Okay, I can't find it, but trust me, they exist. Uh, yeah, yeah. I'm not trying to like hard sell you or anything, Ari. I'm just saying that is something to think about if you weren't aware of it. Johto Jerry with the 6 months of membership. Hefty is a good friend and a cool person. Right back at you, Jerry. How's your trip going? S'mores campfire and creme brulee donuts sound good. They sound amazing, Fernando. Jerry, thank you for DMing me yesterday, letting me know that you got to where you're going safe. Yeah, exactly, Eric. Yeah, it's just regular grounds. And I'm sure I still have it. Sure it's just somewhere I can't think of where it is. But that's like my backup. Like if one day I'm like out of K cups and there's a snowstorm and I can't go to the store, then I can just, open a bag of regular coffee grounds and use that. Trip was good. It was 103 when you landed, flying out in a few hours. My goodness gracious. So hot and so fast. Sandy, guess if you're already made of ground coffee, that would be wild. I would like a coffee Pokemon, actually. A coffee Pokemon that's like a coffee bean, but it's bug type, and it can be called Jitterbug because of the caffeine. Only 3 days for the most part. That's not a long time. Got to try the pink drink from Starbucks for the first time. It was bottled retail shop version, but still so good. I am not even aware of that. Got to go. All right, Ali. Thank you for being here. Always good to see you. $23.65. No shiny yet, but that's okay. Top game, the odds are 149.6. Bottom game, the odds are 113.65. The first 900 checks were all at 140.96. Finally got a beat to cup. Oh, a beat up coffee cup machine recently. Instead of sending the 300 pounds one you ordered, they sent us the 800-pound version, but charged us for the 300-pound. Nice. That's pretty sweet. Gotta love it when that happens. You're not leaving real quick. Okay. If you randomize your Pokemon game, can you get any Pokemon in the game? I'm not real big. I'm not real smart when it comes to randomizers. I would imagine that if you did a randomizer of a main game, not like a ROM hack, but a randomizer mod, it would be any random Pokemon that is programmed in the game. Like, I don't think it's going to automatically bring in Pokemon that weren't already in the programming. Shout out to Human Error, exactly. So, like in Sword and Shield, for example, there's no Cranidos. I would imagine that Sword and Shield randomizer would have Cranidos in it. You have a similar story to that you can't tell anybody about? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. When did the statute of limitations expire? Then we can hear about it. Jerry, are you working tomorrow? I'm assuming not. It's just inappropriate? Uh-oh. I can't imagine something inappropriate coming from you. You got 22 out of 30 on a chem test? Uh-oh. Yeah, you better not let him know. I hope he's not lurking. Someone out there ordered the $800 machine, got the $300 one? Probably so. Probably so. And then they complained, and then they got the $800 one sent to them. And so the company's just out of an $800 machine. Ari, I just thought of something about what you could be talking about, and it's very inappropriate. But it's cracking me up in my head. That's true. Loops could make some money on that. Infinite money glitch. All right, what do you guys think? Do you guys think we can get another 3 or 4 subs today? Think we can knock this up to 2104, 2105? Just so I'm not having heart palpitations until the next stream. Billy, good morning to you. Hope you're having a great day. Beautiful Sunday. Vilify Exile is one of the best mods in the game and such a dear friend. For over 3 years, she's been my hug buddy. Love ya. Oh my gosh, guys, Vilify Exile is finally going to subscribe. This is a day to remember. I am marking this on the calendar. So you said, but they already changed all the other kitchen appliances to match the machine. Fair enough. You're gonna give me a compliment? I'm so nice. Well, thank you very much. That's always nice to hear. You'll subscribe right now? Do it, Mewtwo. You won't do it. Hero, what's going on, buddy? Are you back home? Ari, that is very much a compliment. That's like one of those compliments that's obviously a lie because I worked my butt off yesterday and I haven't showered yet today. I am not a non-weird smelling person at the moment. So thank you. Thank you for the compliment. You're home? Glad to hear it. You don't smell weird, you're just weird. True. You can see the green stink lines above me. A little. Smell like hard work. Smell like a man. I smell interesting. Interesting is probably a good word to use. Your cats aren't letting you get up, they missed you. I bet they did, Kiro. They're probably just so happy you're home. The stink line's like. You're weird too. You spent 6 hours of your life yesterday petting cows on a nearby farm. I could see you being the happiest boy in the whole wide world, just petting cows. Just giggling to yourself and petting. Faroki! You want to say hello and send some love before you hit the books? Love you, friend. Why are you hitting those books? What did those books do to you? Be kind to your books. The pig pen stink lines, right? Once you can smell through your screen, the subs will skyrocket. That's terrible. The day they introduce like smells to YouTube is the day I get off of YouTube. Oh my goodness gracious! It's already 10:30 Eastern time. 23.95. Let's get it to 2400, and then we'll open some TCG Pocket Packs and play some Guess the Games. Cows are just little baby friends. Little baby friends? What kind of cows are you talking about? They big. Pond water and deodorant. You know what? I wish I didn't bring this up. I don't like where this conversation's going. We're not going to play Guess the Smell. Those books can't defend themselves, right, Lobo? That's what I'm saying. Be kind to books. You appreciate cows for milk? Me too. All right, here we go. Last 2 checks before we open some packs and do all that fun stuff. Well, I guess last... Yeah, 2 checks. Aries' body does not appreciate milk. Not shiny. Okay, let's open up some packs. You guys ready? Let me turn on the light. John Streckert, thank you for the reminder. I need to add more Audi commands. All right, here we go. Where am I? There I am. John Streckert, your Audi thinks their favorite Kingdom Hearts character is Chicken Little. I love you. Bye-bye. Bye, Froakie. Oh, brother, he's waving up a storm, doing chip damage. I like that, Airy. Now I smell like cardboard. All right, I will work on getting you guys some good Wonder Picks. We're going to go all Lunala. We're going to go all Lunala because I still need the immersive Guzma. And I was sad when we got a second immersive Lily last weekend. Kiro, your Audi calls radio shows. So 5 Lunala packs. Here we go. Wrong stream, Big Cheese. All right, let's flip this around. We got Maractus, Makihita, Marini, Scavalier, and Big Malasada. My goodness gracious. What a stupid pack. Son of a... All right, second pack. Here we go. You need that Big Malasada still? Well, hurry up and get to the Wonder Picks. Maybe you can grab it. I finally got the Rotom Dex the other day from Kieran. That was the last item card I needed. All right, Alolan Sandslash, Alolan Sandshrew, Toxapex, Wishy-Washy, and Hakamo-o. Now, the way this usually works is my free packs are garbage. As soon as I start using time things, the hourglasses, then I might get a couple new cards. Hakapamomo, that's right. There's a Decidueye EX, Morlul, Marini, Maractus, and Alolan Eradicate. Boo. I mean, the Decidueye is cool, but I didn't need it. All right, here we go. Pack number 4. That was better, right? At least we got an EX card. Oh, that was a good spin. And yes, I know spinning does nothing, but it makes me happy. I like the that you feel on the phone. Pyukumuku, Timber, Helioptile, Tauros. Hey, there's Fernando right there. And Scavalier. And final pack. Let's get some final pack luck. Thank you, Ari. Wishy-washy. Kiawe. Bennett. Helioptile. And the last card is... Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's a cool card. I really like that card. It's a beautiful card. I have 3 Tapu Leles and none of the others. I've gotten 3 Tapu cards, and they've all been this card. It is a really nice card. So we did get a hit technically. Get Lele. Come on now, Ari. You're silly. Yours just Coco? I'll trade you a Lele for a Coco. Oh wait, we can't. All right, we're heading back. Okay. Now is the part of the stream where you guys guess the plush while I continue to hunt for shinies. Just like you and Immersive Tina. Don't even get me started. I still don't have an Immersive Tina. Giratina, no. Slowpoke, no. I forgot what we were doing for a second. I was like, why did Aries say Giratina? I completely forgot. Taurus, no. Rowlet, no. Wooper, no. Not Razzie, not Darkrai. Not Aerodactyl. Not Slowbro, not Regieleki, not Rayquaza, not Mew, not Cacnea, not Quagsire. Not Cacturne, not Bidoof. So for this one, there's 3 different hints I could give. Trying to decide which hint I want to give. Not Bidoof, not Pikachu, not Numel, not Wurmple, not Jen. I mean, Jen is one of the hints I could give. Not Banuri, not Snorlax. I think Jen is good because I think if I go with clue number 1 in my head, that's too vague. If I go with clue number 3 in my head, that's too specific. So we're gonna go with Gen. The Gen is Gen 4. It's not Baneri, not Snorlax, not Dragonite, not Machoke, not Dratini. I know you guys all put those before I said Gen 4. Not Drifblim. Not Finneon, not Bidoof. Finneon. Not Oddish. Everyone's favorite Gen 4 Pokemon, Oddish. Not Lumineon, not Shinx, not Starly. Not Cam Nation. Not Luxray. Not Luxray. Not Rhyperior, not Floatzel. Not Croagunk. Love Croagunk. Not Tangrowth, not Rotom, not Hisuian Zorua. Not Luxio, not Togekiss, not Rhyhorn. Not Lucario. Not Buizel. Not Electivire. Come on, guys. It's this one. It's this one right here that I'm pointing at. What's this Pokemon's name that I'm pointing at right here? It's not Lucario full-size plush, not Celebi, not Hitmonlee, not Pachirisu, not Baneri, not Hitmontop. You know what's funny though, Kiro, is I literally was planning on doing Celebi today. I literally had Celebi on my desk. And then I thought, wait a second, I think I might have already done Celebi. And then I put it back and grabbed a different one. Not Lopunny, not Gallade, not Piplup, not Riolu. So I'm going to give a half point to Kiro. Because I am completely biased, and it's my game. Not Frostlass, not Bidoof. No, Aerodactyl is not Gen 4. Not Shaman. But there's no Shaman naming wrong Pokemon. Not Lucario, not Leafeon. Not Cherim, not Glaceon. Not Poliwhirl. No, when I was pointing, when I said this Pokemon right here, I wasn't pointing something on the overlay. I'm pointing like at this Pokemon that's sitting on my desk. This one that's sitting on my desk in front of the camera, or behind the camera. Not Munchlax, not Garchomp, not Magnezone, not Bonsly, not Satitan. I know you're doing it on purpose, and it's cracking me up. Not Mime Jr., not Monferno, not Skuntank, not Spiritomb, not Chimchar, not Spiritomb, not Infernape. I betcha. Here's a second clue. I bet you there is currently someone on YouTube that is in the midst of a hunt for this Pokemon. And when I say currently, I don't mean like this second. I mean like on their channel. They're in the middle of this hunt. There is someone on YouTube who is actively hunting for this. Not Chimchar, not Glameow, not Regigigas, not Psyduck. John Strucker with the correct answer. It is Manaphy. Whoops. I dropped a Manaphy. It's Manaphy! You have that plush right next to you? Nice. We're plush buddies. All right, and time for the final guess the game, which is guess the Marvel superhero. For this one, technically there are 2 correct answers today. There are 2 possible correct answers today. Not magic. Not magic. Not today, Aerie. Not today, but some things did arrive this past week. Not Iron Man, not Spider-Man 2099, not Robin, not Black Panther. Not Sunday, not Spider-Gwen. Not Mr. Fantastic. Not Punisher. Dude, it is so hard to get the Punisher Epic Collections. There's like only been one that's been printed in the last 4 years. All the other ones they printed were printed like 10 plus years ago, and they are hella expensive. Not Emma Frost, not Stan Lee, not Iron Fist, not X-Men. Not Cloak and Dagger. I would love a Cloak and Dagger Epic Collection. Not Black Widow. Not Hela. Not today. Not Thor. Both of these people have appeared in the movies, so it's not going to be someone you never heard of, like Annex. Not Loki, not Nova, not Jeff, not Los Lobos, not Deadpool, and Big Cheese Thrifts with the Ant-Man, which is one of the 2 acceptable answers, and Mewtwo with Hawkeye with the other acceptable answer. This is the Avengers. Look at that. Hawkeye with Ant-Man on the arrow. This is Court Martial. This is all the Avengers comics from 1981 to 1982, volume 12. Isn't that a dope cover? Like that comic. That comic actually shot up in value after Captain America: Civil War came out because they recreated that scene. This is an interesting book. Early 80s were a little bit of a bizarre time, in my opinion, when it comes to comic books. Uh, the thing that this time period is most known for with the Avengers is this thing right here. Before Will Smith, this was the slap heard right around the world. Hank Pym had snapped. He was having some mental issues, and he slapped the Wasp. That's why this book is called Court Martial, because Hank Pym, as Yellow Jacket, gets kicked out of the Avengers. And Hank Pym's character in the comics has never really recovered since. He's kind of a pariah. Not a lot of people like Hank Pym ever since he did that. This book also has the miniseries Vision and Scarlet Witch, which is which WandaVision is very, 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 very loosely based on. So yeah, that's the book of the day. Slap, 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 clap, clap, clap. Strategy for when Cortana shines is paralyze at first turn since it one-shot your Tapu Koko with Leaf Blade and throw Beast Balls. It's a good idea. That's a pretty solid idea. Wholly inappropriate. What, the Nightbot command? No, it's not. It's Jimmy Neutron. It's Bulba from Jimmy Neutron, or Bulby from Jimmy Neutron. Oh, for the current topic, yes, yes. Too soon, Nightbot. Too soon. But yeah, it's kind of bizarre. I mean, it was an interesting storyline to introduce in the comics. But I don't think that the writers knew how long lasting the ramifications would be. Because people used to really like Hank Pym as Ant Man, Giant Man, Yellow Jacket. And ever since then, like, he just never really had the fan base. 104 days of summer vacation. Is that a truth fact or is that a Phineas and Ferb thing? And that subcount just went up to 2101, my new favorite number. If that was you, please let me know so I can say thank you. Going to 1200 today for Cartana and match the checks with Palkia. Nice. I like that. Both. Okay. Look at me knowing things. Kind of sweet, actually reassuring. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, I'm happy that that's the... Oh my gosh, Miranda, you just scared me with that sub notification. I'm happy that that was the reaction the fan base had, for sure. But it's just kind of sad that someone wrote Hank Pym doing that, and because of that, people like. I was about to say it's not Hank's fault, and I know that he's an imaginary character, but you know what I mean? It's kind of like, kind of sad that one editorial decision completely changed the trajectory of that character forever. You're on day 3 with both of them. I bet it'll pop soon. Don't hate the character, just like the writer. Exactly, exactly. Which is it's just so silly because he doesn't actually exist. But um, I think it's more of like no one is willing to really do a story focused on him anymore because they don't think that people will read it. So it kind of takes away from the possibilities with that character. But thankfully, we have Scott Lang as Ant-Man. One writer had some weird thing going on. Need to express it through that character. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't exactly know why he chose to introduce that storyline. I mean, okay, if you're going to introduce the storyline, I think he handled it very well. Um, you know, he like Hank had to deal with all the ramifications of that. Get kicked off the team, lost the respect of his friends and team members. So if that were to happen, they handled the aftermath very well. I just don't really understand why he felt the need for it to happen. Where's Squirrel Girl from? From Marvel Comics. First appeared in Marvel Superheroes 92? Summer 92, I think. Her first appearance was actually an Iron Man story, a little like 12-page Iron Man story for funsies, where Iron Man meets Squirrel Girl, and then Doctor Doom shows up, and Squirrel Girl, with the help of her squirrel friends, end up beating Doctor Doom, which is wild. And then she disappeared for like 20 years, and then she got brought back, and ended up becoming popular enough that she got her own series for a few years. After many years of precise and rigorous training, both mental and physical, John Strecker lets a mighty fart rip. For many generations, tales of legendary fart will be told. Nice. You love that Jeff canonically destroys multiversal threats just by eating them? That's wild. You're confused when playing Rivals. Yeah, she started off as, before memes were really even a thing. She started off as a meme character. Or actually, she started off as a joke. Then she got brought back in the early 2000s as a meme character. That meme character ended up becoming really popular, and had a good heyday for about 5 or 6 years, around like 2010 to 2015, somewhere around there. Like, the joke was she's never lost a battle, and she's gone up against like Doctor Doom, like I mentioned, Thanos, Galactus, and she just never loses through the power of Squirrel Girl. Speaking of Heyday, you love that game? I'm not familiar with that game. Heyday? Is that like a day where you throw barrels of hay? How many barrels of hay can you throw in 24 hours? What's her power even? She can speak with squirrels, like she can communicate with squirrels. She has a tail. She can climb really well, and she has all the strength of a human-sized squirrel. Like, you know how Spider-Man has the proportionate strength of a spider? She has the proportionate strength of a squirrel. Magic has dialogue, a squirrel girl, and Riles that goes, "How do you have all that going on and are not a mutant?" That's crazy. I love it. You had a pet squirrel before? A baby one fell out of a tree and actually looked for it for like 4 months. Aw. You're not quoting verbatim. I didn't expect you to, Ari. Does she dig through trash like a squirrel too? She could. She could. She could also destroy the wainscoting at your house and live in your attic if she wanted to. Not the wainscoting, the soffit. Sorry. Where are the 47 shinies? Master, what is going on? Welcome in. Good question. So I'm currently finishing up a challenge my friend Shiny has issued to me, where I have to catch a shiny of every Pokemon that has a Mega Evolution before Legends EA comes out. There's technically 48, but Deancey is not huntable, so I knocked it down to 47. Out of that 47, so far we found 46. Aerodactyl is the last one we need to get to complete this challenge. So on the top screen, I'm hunting the Gift Aerodactyl in Ultra Sun, which is a 1 in 4096 hunt. And on the bottom one, I'm hunting a static reset Aerodactyl in Pokemon Shield. I do have the shiny charm, so it's a 1 in 1365 hunt. And hoping we get it today. But how are you doing, the master? And welcome in. You sleeping, your attic would come crashing down? Probably so. Throne VR, what's up? Welcome in. Be funny if Squirrel Girl goes evil and dismantles all buildings within all native squirrel territories. I could see it happening. She also has the power of positivity. She's like a genuinely nice person. Like, imagine, did anyone ever see Gravity Falls? Anyone ever watch Gravity Falls? Her personality is kind of similar to Mabel. Like, if Mabel had squirrel powers, that's basically Squirrel Girl. She does actually have buck teeth, though, Mewtwo. She does. At least in certain appearances. That might be a writer or an artist choice. I have seen her with buck teeth. Lunatone and Moon Knight, Razzie, you are so freaking close. You don't even realize how close you are. That's probably the closest anyone could be without getting it 100% correct. It wasn't Lunatone. It was Manaphy. And it wasn't Moon Knight. It was the Avengers. And now we're talking about Squirrel Girl, who, by the way, was at one point a member of the Avengers. Ari's writing it down. Good. We're gonna send that off to Marvel. Ari. I'll take a 10% agent fee. You can have the other 90% of the writing money. But speaking of Marvel rivals and comic books in general, if you weren't here earlier in the stream, one of the things I did yesterday when I was not streaming and redoing my entire office is I now have a background set up here for when I do my comic book videos, which are coming. They are coming. I know what the first one's going to be. I've collected just about all the assets I need for the video. I just need to sit down and do it. I'm hoping I can get that done soon. But man, if he's 10 eyes over his, and 10 things over his eye looks emo. It does. That's the emo Manaphy right there. Doo-doo. I did say doo-doo. Good job. Good job, Razzie. You got 98% shiny as elf on Community Day yesterday? Throne. That's incredible. Jerry only fee? I don't get the reference. I know it's hilarious, but I don't get it. Why is it Razzie and not Razai? Because he's blind. That's like so inappropriate. Mewtwo. Jury only from the Misfits. I didn't. Okay, my bad. I didn't. That was like their hairstyle. I don't know the names of the Misfits guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, poor Razzie's blind. I'm surprised you didn't know that. And just for the pronunciation, you promise? Uh-huh. The Misfits and Danzig. Glenn Danzig. And some Hain stuff. Sam Hain. I haven't heard of Sam Hain. I mean, I've heard of Sam Hain, but not in the context of music. Ari, send me a good Sam Hain song for me to listen to later. Please, and thank you. All right, where the heck is this shiny? Is Glenn Danzig's less popular band? Okay. I resent that I have to whistle to get the Aerodactyl to encounter me on Shield. Oh. Anyone got any plans for the rest of the day? Anyone doing anything fun? I'm going to eat some seasoned lamb with tomato and tzatziki sauce on a spinach wrap and take a nap. Shiny hunting, nice. Going golfing with some friends later. Are you a good golfer, John? Where do you going to be shiny hunting thrown? I'm going to buy the plane tickets today? Oh, awesome. I'm glad to hear that, Ari. Golf with friends is a great game. You love golfing. I respect golfing. I don't golf. I'll do the driving range. I will do like um I'll do like putting practice. I will throw down in mini golf, but my dad used to be a huge golfer. When I was growing up, he's a huge golfer. Him and all his friends like to golf. And one day when let's see, what's the most like impressionable age? Maybe like 9 or 10. He asked if I wanted to go golfing with them, and I said yes. And so H Gaming, Harrison's Life, what's going on? Good to see you. Galarian Zigzagoon, I hope you get it, buddy. Hope you get that Galarian Zigzagoon. So I went golfing with him and his friends, and it was somewhere around the 5th stroke on the first hole when I was about a third of the way down the course that my dad said, "Why don't you just focus on putting today?" And that's when I realized that I was not a good golfer and my dad was ashamed of me. And I've never really golfed since. Most impressionable age is whenever I found out the truth about pimentos. So 41. 41, Razzie. Okay, thank you for that. You went golfing once, you never felt so judged in your life. I hear that. Your only golfing forte is to putt, and even that you sort of fair at it. Favorite golf moment is when those thugs come to the dude's house and take out his bowling ball, and the big thug is like, "What is this?" And the dude goes, "Obviously, you're not a golfer." 10 out of 10. Airy, did you know that's one of my favorite movies ever? Curses, blinded again. Poor Razzie. In 4 days, you can change your name back to H Gaming. I'm just gonna start calling you Harrison Gaming or H Life, just for funsies. What's my favorite shiny? Good question. My favorite shiny is, believe it or not, shiny Stuffle. I think that little stuffed teddy bear, red panda thing is just adorable. I love the yellowish, orangish, goldenish color of it. My second most impressionable age was when I got shiny Draco on stream. I still can't believe that happened. You adore that movie? It's so good. It's so good. I mean, all the Coen Brothers movies are great, but The Big Lebowski is just like perfect. You watched any horror movie? What'd you watch? He's a good man, Mr. Lebowski, and very thorough. Very thorough. What do I think about shiny Rabombi or Kittyfly? Good question, Razzie. I would actually say that shiny Rabombi is like my second favorite shiny. Death of a Unicorn. Oh, was it good? I think I've heard of that. Larry Larvesta, what's going on, bud? Good to see you. You love the Big Lebowski? I knew I liked you for a reason, Mewtwo. Yeah, it was good. I'll have to check that out. Lots of gore. Uh-oh. Am I going to get the night terrors if I watch it? Just waking up. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty well. Can't complain. Hanging out with some amazing people this morning. What's my least favorite shiny? Oh, okay. Least favorite shiny would be... Let me think about that for a second. 2102 on the sub count now. If that was you that just subbed, please let me know so I can say thank you. Least favorite shiny. Honestly, I hate to say it, but I realized this recently. I think it might be Nosepass. I don't know why. There's no reason why I should hate Nosepass, but I do. Gotta go. Love you, bud. Be well and eat something delicious today. You too, Razzie. Have a great rest of your day, bud. Thank you for being here. Yeah, no spoilers. I want to watch this movie. Yours is Regice. Regice is pretty bad. Nosepass H is crazy, just chilling. I can't explain it. I cannot explain the reason, but I have seen a handful of shiny Nosepass in the last few months, and every time I'm just like, ugh. I don't know why. Favorite to hunt. I'm not sure if I do have a favorite to hunt. I do have a favorite to hunt. And I hate to say it for someone in here, but my favorite hunt I've ever done was Poipole. But my favorite way to hunt would be SOS hunting in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. All right, I got to run to the bathroom real quick. Razzie, I'm sorry. It's an honest answer, though. I got to run to the bathroom real quick. We're going to do 2 half encounters here. See if I can have some bathroom luck. I'll be right back. Your least favorite shiny is Electivire. I mean, it wasn't Regidrago. No, Regidrago is not my favorite Pokemon to hunt, believe it or not. All right, here we go. All right, you're back. What the heck, Airy? Neither one of those are shiny. You have a shiny Regidrago and Violet? Nice! Congratulations. Yeah, shiny Regidrago was my longest hunt ever. 16,840 checks. Thank you, Mewtwo. Shiny? You're bad. It was your bad. How dare you not make it shine? Oh, thanks for that, John Strecker, dropping them Reggie Tatoes. You got your trade? Okay. I wasn't sure if you transferred it in from another game or not, but okay, that's a good trade. I think you probably got the better end of the deal there. It is new though. Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see that. Movie is hard to find. Oh, so like it's probably not streaming anywhere yet. All right, I'll wait till it comes out on streaming. It's a great 8 months of bonding through a screen though. We did do a lot of bonding during that hunt. I think it was 54 streams, if I remember correctly, over the course of a year. It's an average of over one stream per week, just focused on that. Oh, it's got Jenna Ortega in it? Nice. Actually, you got a water pick thing, not the same brand, but same Dazil. Sweet. Yeah, I know exactly which movie you're talking about, Harrison's Life, and I do want to see that one. I think it's got Will Poulter in it too, and Jason Bateman? Trauma bonding over the sheer length of that hunt, exactly. Am I excited for Wednesday season 2? I'm not sure if I would say excited for it. I'll definitely watch it. I enjoyed the first season, but I'm not like counting down the minutes. I mean, I'll definitely watch it when it comes out. I don't even know when it comes out though. I know it comes out this year. And Throne VR, thank you for the sub. Bring us up to 2103. I'm starting to feel a little calmer, a little safer about this 2100. It's meant to be a slasher episode. Okay, neat. Yeah, I'll probably rewatch the first season of Wednesday before I start the second season. Oblivion Games, what's going on? Welcome on in. 16K from 4K odds? Yes. Yes, Slowpoke. Oh, you've already rewatched season 1? Yeah, I need to do that. I'll do that probably the week before season 2 comes out. Whenever that is. I guess around Halloween, but I don't know that for certain. Throne of VR, thank you so much for the sub. All right, come on. Why is my eye itchy? What does itchy eye means? What? How can you get that? Why it? Why it itch? Final Destination Bloodline. Yeah, I'll definitely be watching that when it comes out on streaming. I really enjoyed the Final Destination movies. They're a lot of fun to watch. I can't count how many times I've seen the first 5. Yet I still can't name a single character. Death. Death is the character whose name I know. Why itch? Got a cold compress called pancakes. I like that. I thought it actually said pancakes for a second. It took me a second to see the eye. Way too cold. You can't control the temperature? I wouldn't want to be able to control the temperature. Because sometimes you want really cold, sometimes you just want a little cold. New Squid Game season looks amazing. Hope it's not as repetitive as the first 2 and actually is a fresh set of games. Well, I mean, there was only one repeated game in season 2. But I would imagine that season 3 is going to pick up right where season 2 left off since it ended on a cliffhanger. I'll let it rest for a second, which you only know is a thing after visiting the dang website. Dang old website. show put on the use warnings? They should have. You should call them and tell them. Yeah, do something real quick? Alrighty. Red light, green light, and the cookie dream. I mean, if you're counting dreams, but I mean, that was a dream, and it wasn't even a game. But sure, you can count the cookie thing. Yeah, he just thought that might have been what the game was. I wouldn't consider that spoilers, Ari. It's so vague. Like within itself, it means nothing and doesn't paint a picture. Also, I would like to say I'm going to make an official announcement on my channel. I am very much a spoiler phobe, but I do feel like, yeah, 5 months. 5 months is a good moratorium. I'm not going to get upset if people talk about stuff that's been out for more than 5 months. Particularly if it is a streaming show. You could make an argument about a movie that came out in the theater 5 months ago, but the entire life of Squid Game has been as a streaming show, so it's not like you have to wait for home release. We do not have the no Detective Pikachu spoiler rule here. Ari, I wasn't even thinking about that, and no one else was either. You just did that to yourself. All right, this is also my channel. No one is ever allowed to put a Lost spoiler in the chat. Joyce, what's going on? Good to see you. You'll leave chat for a while. No, 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 no. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how many people here even watch that show. I wasn't thinking about that though. You're right. And that's a special thing. That's a you and me thing that eventually we'll get back to. What does Lost spoiler even mean? It's just an inside joke, Harrison's life. It's just an inside joke between Ari and I. Just chilling, trying to body a cold. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry to hear that. Favorite Mewtwo Strikes Back moment. I liked everything with Mew, and like when Mew went Mew, that was pretty cool. Wait, that wasn't Strikes Back. That was first movie. I don't think I saw Mewtwo Strikes Back. Now that I think about it. When was that the first movie? Pokemon, the first movie. Was that subtitled Mewtwo Strikes Back, or is that something else? Have I watched New Venom? The third one, no, I haven't. I'm sure I'll eventually get around to seeing it. I'm not a huge fan of the Sony Pictures Spider-Verse stuff. So it hasn't really been too high up on my priority list. But I know it's on Netflix, so I'm sure eventually I'll sit down and watch it. You started a Conqueror challenge. Okay. The sequel is Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution. Oh, all right. So we're talking about the same movie then. Mewtwo takes over the island, invites all the trainers, clones all the Pokemon. Mew's there too. Team Rocket makes a Minnesota Vikings joke, which I still don't understand. I mean, I understand the joke. I'm just trying to figure out like how that happened. Like, I would like to know what the joke was in Japanese. Mailman Dragonite, that was pretty sweet. You have to send me a card in DMs, do it. Where is this Aerodactyl? So you go to walk a certain trail for you, the English channel. Then if you do it, they send you an in real life medal. Oh, that's neat. That sounds really cool, actually. Anyone else just like see someone out their window and you just have to stare? You say you don't really enjoy the Spider-Verse movies? No, Ari, that's not what I was talking about. I guess those are like the exceptions because those are made by Sony. But no, I was talking about like the Sony live action movies, like the Venom movies, Madam Web, Craven the Hunter. Creepy story that happened to you once, as long as it's family friendly. We do try and keep the chat family friendly here, since the majority of my audience is from the United States and we're streaming on a Sunday morning. We just like to have a nice chill, relaxed vibe. So as long as it's family friendly, yeah, tell me a creepy story. No, I like the Spider-Verse movies. Absolutely. I don't think I like them as much as you do, but to be fair, I don't think anybody likes them as much as you do. You sent? Let me take a look. That is such a cool card, Joyce. I love the artwork on that. No, Ari, absolutely. You were in bed at about 6 and felt as if something grabbed you. You woke up and you were on your beanbag on the other side of the room. What? That's crazy. Best card you have? That's a pretty sweet card. Is that a newer card? I've never seen that card before. I mean, you know how little I know about the card game. So, like, tell me about that card. Haunted you ever since? That would haunt me too. That's pretty terrifying. You have a shiny Giratina, Regidrago, Moltres, Sobble, Torterra, Azelf, Machamp, Hisuian Arcanine, Palmot, Magikarp, Ice Cube, Vanillish, Clink, Omastar, Timber, and a shiny Articuno. Holy smokes! That's a lot of amazing shinies thrown. You had a dream of flushing people down a half toilet, half bathtub thing when you were little and you felt so bad you woke up. You should. Why would you do that, Mewtwo? Why would you do that to people? Lorcana game? I'm not familiar with that. Me too, Ari. But I mean, it was within the character limit, I suppose. You don't get cards often, mostly because you can't find them. But you heard Costco is dropping a bundle online soon. Ooh. That reminds me, I gotta reach out to Meow Mix and see if they ever got that package. Might be a left-handed thing. It could be. Could be a left-handed thing, Mewtwo. That's true. Ari, thank you so much for the shiny luck. And 100% too. That's amazing. Wrong channel, Big Cheese. But thank you. You kind of goaded. You are indeed. You had a dream you got the Japanese 151 full art Charizard, woke up and you were gutted. It was a PSA 10 too. Oh my gosh. That'd be terrible. I've had that happen before where I had dreams that I actually had something that I'd really been wanting to get, and then when I wake up I have to realize I still don't have it. Big Cheese rolled 100% luck and gets 0 chem tokens. Good. No chem tokens here. One cop in Justified was in Eurotrip. Oh my gosh, you're right. The sniper? You talking about like the sniper, like the main guy? I never realized that, but now that you mention it, yeah, he just got a shorter haircut and he got older. I never realized that was the same guy. Yeah, Dream, there was a room in your house. You never, you was there, and the walls closing on me. You know what's crazy? I have a reoccurring dream. I haven't had it in a while, but I have a reoccurring dream where I discover a new door in my house, like in the basement, and it goes to this hallway. And I follow the hallway, and it eventually leads to another door, and I go through that door, and it leads me to like a whole brand new house. Like nobody's there though, but it's completely furnished. And it's like, is this my house? Who set up this house? Who put the furniture in here? I have that dream a lot. You often have dreams where you reacquire precious toys you had as a kid and you're so happy every time then you wake up. Aw, that stinks. I'm sorry, Ari. You finished the badge quest with your Corsella. Now your Isle of Armor journey awaits. Ooh, good luck on that, Jensen. Yeah, Scribble, thanks for telling me that. I never put that together. Yeah, you finished the badge quest. That's awesome. Definitely leading me to Narnia. It's just weird. Just, Harrison, you know, it's what's funny is so I've had that recurring dream for years and years and years, and so 2 years ago, my friend and I sat down to watch Barbarian. I didn't know anything about it. I was going in completely blind, and for that first act, I was freaking out. I enjoy scary movies. I enjoy horror movies, but I can't say like I get scared. You know, like jump scares might get me just because it's usually like a loud noise or a camera jump, and it just surprises me. But I've never been. It's been a long time since I've been that scared watching a movie. You have a dream. You have dream sequels that you really love. Your favorite of the series is hanging out with the boy you dreamed up named Noah. I remember you talking about Noah before. This is not the first time you brought up Noah. That's wild. I'm so proud of myself for remembering that. The only good card you have is Secret Illustration Rare PSA 10 Lugia. That's pretty cool. Lugia's a good Pokemon. You also woke up once thinking you were Mewtwo who beat your teacher who was a Blissey. You're upset when you weren't Mewtwo. That was a long time ago. I mean, I wake up upset that I'm not Mewtwo every day. He's special to you. Good old Noah. You don't have that dream until about 2 weeks after watching that film. That's wild. Screwball, I wouldn't say I was let down by it. I thought Funny Thing, I thought, blah, 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 I can't talk. I thought Funny Games was a good movie. I'm glad I saw it. But, like, how do I put it? I know what the director is going for, and I respect what the director is going for by having, like, all the bad stuff happen off screen. I thought that was a nice kind of, like, almost like Hitchcockian type of concept. And it was a very depressing movie, a very sad movie, but I guess because of all the conversations you and Kim have had about it, I was expecting it to be a little more unsettling. It was certainly unsettling, but I expected a little more nightmare fuel, I guess, if that makes sense. But I'm really happy I watched it. I enjoyed it. And I wouldn't have known about that movie if it wasn't for you. Do I play Pokemon Go? Yeah, casually. Like I'll do like community days, I'll do Go Fests, I'll check the spawns around my house and around my office every day. But that's about it. I don't like go out like walking around town for a couple hours a day or do a whole bunch of raids and stuff. Part of that's because where I live there's not a lot of active players. So really if I want to do like a legendary raid, I have to use a remote pass with some of my online friends and, that costs money. Started Stranger Things. You're trying to wait until last season, but it's too intriguing. How are you enjoying it so far? I really like it. I know there's some people that are kind of burnt out on the show or think it's outlived its welcome. I've enjoyed every season. If anything, I would say that season two was a little bit of a dip in quality for me, but I really enjoyed season three and four. You either? Yeah. Yeah, you feel me then. You know what I mean. Been needing to play Pogo a lot more for Shiny Meloetta. I need 20 best friends. Got six at the moment. I basically gave up on the Meloetta research. I'm at the point where not only do I need the 20 best friends, which is going to take a while but is doable, but I need to do stuff with parties, and parties just ain't going to happen. Season 2 had that one subplot that went nowhere. Um, which subplot? Yeah, which subplot was that? Which subplot was that? Um, I'm sure you're right. I just don't remember it. You like Stranger Things? I do too. Season two just kind of had like what I call the Godzilla effect. Um, this happens a lot of times in franchises. You gotta go to church. All right, Throne. Thank you for being here. This happens a lot of time in franchises after a while, but like I don't know if anybody ever saw the 1998 Godzilla movie. I was super excited to see it. And I went to go see it, and I was so disappointed because the majority of the movie was not battling Godzilla or having to do with Godzilla, but with these little Godzilla babies. It was basically like they took Jurassic Park and said, we're going to have the T Rex in the background, but we're going to be focusing on the raptors the entire movie. Which, I love Jurassic Park, but that's basically what that was like. A couple of good scenes with the T Rex, but mostly it was the raptors. Godzilla 98, that's what it was. A little bit of Godzilla, mostly little baby Godzillas. Stranger Things season two, I kind of felt that way. Like we had the Demigorgon in season one, and then in season two we had the Demi Dogs. So that was a little bit of a disappointment for me. But yeah, Sean Astin was great. D&D aspect is fantastic. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I really like Stranger Things. I'm just saying that out of the four seasons, I would say season two is my least favorite, and then they, in my opinion, righted the ship. When you were a little kid, you saw Matthew Broderick Godzilla and you really liked it, and later found out everyone hated it. I could. I'm not saying this with you in particular, but I could see that area. I could see. I think Godzilla probably worked better as a younger audience movie. I was 17 at the time, and I was so excited going into it, and I walked out kind of confused. Like, I figured I should be happy, but I just wish they would have done more with the movie. Would have been a solid creature feature. The problem is they called it Godzilla. Even then, Strobo, I think I still would have been. This is just a personal thing. I think even then I would have been a little bit annoyed that they went that whole route of um, focusing on the little guys instead of the big guy. I felt that way a little bit with Cloverfield too, but overall, I think they did a really good job with it. I remember watching Cloverfield for the first time, and when they go down in the subway and they use the night vision and they see all the little parasites that fell off the Cloverfield body, my eyes are always like, oh gosh, not this again. We're just gonna focus on the little things. But then that was only like one scene, and they went back and like focused on the monster more. I was like, okay, that's fair, that's good. Monarch TV series. I have not, Joyce. Is that worth checking out? Favorite is definitely Shin Godzilla, though. I don't think you're representative of a larger fan base. I haven't seen many Godzilla movies, to be honest. That's kind of why I was so excited about seeing Godzilla 98, because it was like, for me, it was like the first chance to like very easily see a Godzilla movie. Have I watched that one horror movie I told you about? The unicorn one that you just mentioned to me 20 minutes ago? No, I haven't watched it yet. No, no, that's right. You were talking. I'm sorry. That was really snarky. You were talking about one a few weeks ago. No, I haven't. I haven't. I'm sorry. I haven't watched that yet. You love the 28-day week franchise? I want to I never saw Week. I want to rewatch Day and I want to watch Week before Years comes out. Although I'm still upset that they didn't wait on releasing 28 Years Later for like another few years when it would have actually been 28 years later. Shin Godzilla so unnerving to you. It's wonderful. Kirk, what's going on? Good to see you, buddy. So you see the Final Destination movie, the new one? I'm gonna wait till it comes out on streaming. Like I really want to see it, but I'm not gonna bother going to the movies for it. You're waiting for it too? Yeah. It's not the final one. Well, it's the newest one. And first one in something crazy like 10 or 12 years or something like that. Until Dawn, I kind of want to see that. Like I had heard the name a lot, but I was watching a video on YouTube yesterday and there was a commercial and it was the Until Dawn trailer. And that was the first time I actually sat down to find out like kind of like what the movie was about. And I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. That might be fun to watch. It's based off a video game, but it really has nothing to do with it. Oh, they just kind of stole the IP. Well, then, yeah, like as someone that knows nothing about the games and never played them, I would probably have a different opinion going into it, but I could understand if you were a fan of the franchise, you'd probably be disappointed. Kirk, how's your week going? Looking for some genuine, crazy, scary movie, and you watch Conjuring without knowing what you were in for. Conjuring was decent. That was all right. Um, I didn't watch the other Conjurings. I did see when The Nun 2 came out. I went back and watched the first 9 just to see what all the hype was about. That was all right. It's just other than that one time with Barbarian, and that was just because of my personal issues. I just it's been it's been a long time since I've been like genuinely scared during a movie. Conjuring 1, 2 are obviously the best after that turned into generic modern slop. I was reading a little bit about the Warrens the other day, and it's funny how basically all their biggest cases have been turned into movies. And I had this really, really jaded, pessimistic thought in my mind because I think they're both still alive, right? I had this really jaded, pessimistic thought in my mind. Where I thought, well, the Warrens need to get off their duff and go explore another haunting because they've run out of movies to make. Saw and Jigsaw actually bad or good for giving the other bad people justice? Oh, definitely bad. Definitely bad. I understand his thought process, and I get the life lessons, but fact of the matter is you are still kidnapping people and putting them in situations where they might die. So, regardless of the intentions, yeah, definitely a bad person. When you were 11, you went to go see The Unborn with your friend Lexi, and your gosh, what a stupid bad movie. The dog monsters. I still have to see that. I think you mentioned that to Kem once, Harry, and I wasn't part of the conversation, but I was reading it because that's how chats work, and I made a mental note of it, and then I forgot about that because I remember you talking about that dog monster. I'm not the type of person who buys, the idea of like, well, I'm not a killer because I've never personally killed someone. If you're the one that put them into situations where they're most likely going to die. I don't buy that argument at all. Because if it wasn't for you, they wouldn't be in that situation. Watched Chucky and thought it was a kid's movie. At the end, your stomach felt like a washing machine. That'd be pretty funny, going into like Chucky, not thinking it was a horror movie. All I remember about that movie is the auditorium singing and the dog. I gotta look that up. The Unborn is what it's called. The Unborn. I'm gonna open up a tab so I don't forget. Tab is open. And it's got Megan Fox in it too. During the Megan Fox heydays. Pied Piper movie coming out soonish. Enjoy the Child Play remake. Only issue it should have been called something else. I didn't see that. I've seen up through Seed of Chucky. I haven't watched the show either. I haven't watched any of the remakes, like the Halloween remakes, the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, Child's Play. Um, I haven't watched any of those. Oh, you think it's the worst, Harrison? Yeah, I'll check it out. Sometimes, even if a movie is bad, it can still be entertaining. Scariest movie you watched this day is Goosebumps, and only because it had Jack Black. Jeepers Creepers movies. There's what, three of those? I've seen the first two. So this is kind of a weird story. I had never heard of Jeepers Creep. I never heard of Jeepers Creepers when the first movie came out. The second movie came out, and it came out on DVD. And I was at Walmart, and I used to just buy movies at Walmart all the time. And I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, this looks interesting." And for some reason that day, I was like, "I don't care that I haven't seen the first one. I want to check this out." So I bought the second Jeepers Creepers, and I watched it. And it wasn't great, but it was kind of entertaining. I thought the monster design was pretty neat. So then I went out and watched the first Jeepers Creepers movie. And the tone difference, the tonal shift from the first one to the second one is wild. I really enjoyed the first one. I haven't seen the third one. They were just dumb. I mean, the second one was not great. The first one, I thought for what it was pretty entertaining. How did the creeper not only register your vehicle but also get a custom license plate? It's a good question. It's a very good question. He works at the DMV. Oh my gosh. Imagine that's the truth. Imagine they make a prequel, a Jeepers Creepers prequel, and it's all about his life at the DMV. You need to make a movie with Freddy, Ghostface, Jason, and Michael Myers. It'd be the best horror lineup ever. Um, Scream and Nightmare on Elm Street are both New Line Cinema, right? I mean, that could be possible. Jason, I think there's issues with their rights, right? I'm not sure who has the rights to the Halloween movies. That'd be pretty entertaining, though. I remember when Freddy vs. Jason came out, and I was so hyped to go see it. And then I was a little disappointed because I went to the movies to see Freddy vs. Jason, and they spent so much time with all these characters that were not Freddy or Jason. They'll hire anyone at the DMV, that's true. And what was up with that Jay and Silent Bob deal in that movie? It was like Alien vs. Predator. Yeah, exactly. Look, you're having a crossover between two franchises. I don't care about the random human people you introduced in this movie. I want to see the flagship characters just battle for 2 hours straight. We just need bodies on the floor. We're Kong versus Godzilla. Exactly. Don't give me some relatable human storyline. I just want to see carnage. Wrong franchise. I was wondering somebody was going to say that. Wes Craven had a cameo in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Oh yeah, he did, Didn't he? You just want to see Venom. Yep, I see what you did there. Come on, where is this thing at? We'll probably take this up to 2,700. Can't believe it hasn't shown yet. I have no idea if we're over odds or not. Dactyl's brutal. It is. Like, having to whistle in Shield in order to start the encounter may not seem like a lot, but when you do thousands of checks, it takes a while. How long is that you're in the UK? I mean, based off of this, it'll probably be another 10 minutes or so. Cameo in Jane Silent Bob was funny though. They were filming Scream 4 and Ghostface was the orangutan. That's right. I forgot they brought back the whole Suzanne thing from Mallrats in Jane Silent Bob Strike Back. I always wanted to know what happened with Suzanne. It was an unanswered question for years. Man, I listened to the Mallrats soundtrack so many times when I was a kid. It's a great soundtrack. Crow soundtrack, Mallrats soundtrack, first Scream soundtrack, National Lampoon Senior Trip soundtrack. That was a good one. Terrible movie, Jeremy Renner, but great soundtrack. You went to Nun 2 without watching 1. You were like, what's going on? Yeah, that's why I watched the first Nun when Nun 2 came out, because everyone was talking about Nun 2. I was like, well, maybe I will go see this. Let me see what it's all about. And then I saw the first one. I was like, okay, I see now. It was all right, but didn't really make me want to watch the second one. You enjoyed Suzanne at the end of credits. I'll be some Weezer. Me too. One horror series that doesn't get enough love is Fear Street's quite good. I saw that Fear Street Prom Queen came out this weekend. I'll probably end up watching that this afternoon. I did like the I liked the Fear Street trilogy on Netflix a lot more than I thought I would. I never read Goosebumps, or I mean I know it's not Goosebumps, it's Fear Street, but like I never read like any R.L. Stine when I was younger, because I was a little outside of that demographic. So I didn't really have high hopes, but I was really impressed with the trilogy. Oh, Ozzy didn't like it, so they put on the Green Album. I didn't know that. Now I got to hear Ozzy sing that song. I know he won't, but I got to hear it. You need Goosebumps Disney Plus season 3. Is there already a season 3 coming out? I feel like they just started. Experiment, what is going on? Good to see you. We're having a lot of blast from the past, amazing people. Haven't seen in a while coming in today. American Horror Stories is amazing. I haven't watched stories. I watched American Horror Story up through, I think 1984 was the last season I watched. You doing good? I'm glad to hear it. But yeah, stories is just like an anthology, right? Where instead of like it's a different story each season, it's a different story each episode. But I'm assuming probably still using a lot of the same cast. Pennywise is the reason you can't go to the circus even to this day. It was the first Stephen King book I ever read. I watched the miniseries in 1990 on ABC with my mom, and I was fascinated. So I picked up the book and started reading that. It was in 6th grade, and I ended up falling in love with Stephen King. I've read pretty much everything he's ever written up through about maybe 10 to 15 years ago, and kind of spotty since then. Like, whenever I see a book I haven't, like, whenever I see like a more recent book that I haven't read yet, I try and pick it up, but I got a backlog of like 3 books right now. What's going on, Chrissy? Good to see you. No, 4 books. I got 4 books because I still need to read End of Watch as well. Need to read End of Watch. I need to finish reading Fairy Tale. I need to finish reading the, not the experiment, the, can't remember what it's called. And then I have to read If It Bleeds. I think those are the ones I have right now that I haven't read yet. The dorky twin was in an episode. He was like he's a good like character actor. Like, other than Eurotrip, like I've never really seen him like take like center stage in anything, but he shows up in like an episode of a show quite a lot. It has been a while, Chrissy. Tanjiro, what's up? Good to see you. Coraline should be a kid's horror, not fantasy adventure. That was a good movie. Of course, I like Neil Gaiman. Two Eurotrip actors in the same show. The cast is outstanding. It is crazy. They do get a lot of good people in that show. 44 likes. Thank you guys so much for the hey, you guys are slacking on the like goals. I don't know if we can hit it. We only got a few minutes left, but let's get a like goal of 45. Art. I need to start watching that too. I don't know if I've mentioned this to you before, Strobo. I know I've mentioned it just in general in the past. 45 likes. Did we already get 45 likes? All right, can we get a like goal of 50? So when Terrifier 3 was coming out and everyone was getting all pumped about that, I was like, okay, I need to could I bring the premiere ball into the stream? The big one or the small one? I was like, okay, I need to get into this Terrifier franchise. And at the time, the first Terrifier wasn't streaming anywhere, just Terrifier 2. I said, well, that's not going to happen. And so I forgot about it for a while. And now, from what I understand, Terrifier 1 and 2 are both streaming, but now 3 isn't. The big one? Sure. This was one of those Pokeballs that like had 3 packs of cards in it. It doesn't have the cards in it anymore. But Premier Ball is my favorite ball. I try and catch all my shinies in a Premier Ball. You know what? That's okay, John. If you want to post another one, we'll put you up. We're just going to be streaming for a few more minutes anyway. Whoops. Can I open some TCG Pocket? I did that earlier. I opened up 5 packs about an hour and a half ago. You'll go back to that? Yeah, it was about an hour and a half ago. I'm getting hungry. No shiny. You're at the Pokemon Cafe in Japan right now. Lucky. Hi, Val. Thank you for the boop. Cleaning up your watercolor paints. Look at you being all clean. Oh, you're talking about art and Justified. Okay, gotcha. I'm sorry. I see the name Skrillbo. I see the name Art. I just immediately think Terrifier. I hope you can understand. And I see that sub count is now up to 2104. If that was you, please let me know so I can say thank you. I did see those, Joyce. Those were cute. Gotta go. All right. Take care, Harrison. Have a great rest of your day. Eating Mimikyu pancakes right now? I'm jealous. Sounds amazing. Yeah, Chrissy, I heard there is going to be a new like mini set coming out. I think this Thursday with Ultra Beasts. I think Buzzwall's on the front of the pack. Playing Final Fantasy II Pixel Remaster and it's fun. Final Fantasy II was fun. John, I might. I don't want to. I don't want to commit to it, but I'm thinking. I might. I'm just trying to figure out what would be a good time to do it. I would like to. I mean, it'd be nice to finish up this challenge tomorrow, and on a holiday, and start fresh next weekend. I should. Maybe I will. Face is chocolate, and the tail is also chocolate, but the body is pancakes. That's so cool. All right, come on. No shiny. John, are we in buzzer beater territory yet? We are. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We are in buzzer beater territory. Tanjiro, thanks for being here. Thanks for making me jealous of your Mimikyu pancakes. Have a great day. Okay, this is going to be the last check on the top game. I want to have the better odds for the final check. Is it shiny? It is not. Okay. Clinton is Lawrence Tate. He was O-Dog in Mess Society. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that movie in decades. Not shiny. Here we go. Last check is going to be on the bottom screen. While this is loading up, I got some thank yous to make. Thank you to Fernando for rejoining the Poliwag party, Ari for the 29 months, Amber for the 29 months, Moosin for the 6 months, and Jerry for the 6 months. Look at you, twins and twins, 2 29s, 2 6s. All right, here we go. Last check of the stream. Watching me an hour ago, came back still live. Yep. I stream 3 hours a day when I stream, Gail. But you're here just for the last check. Let's see if this is shiny. If not, we will be coming back to this on the next stream. Is it shiny? It is not, which means we will continue this hunt on the next stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Do something nice for someone today just because it's the right thing to do and for no other reason. And I will check you all out on the next one. If you're in the US and if you have the day off, I hope you enjoy your Memorial Day. I may or may not see you. Thanks to all you for being here. Thank you to all the new subs. Thank you to the mods as always. You're all incredible. Bye-bye.